What else is there for branding in the future? So you talked about being a love brand. You talked about segmentation in a way, in a sense. What else is working for you?
What I think what is working more, or it's word of mouth. Okay, it's
So we're going back to basics,
yes,
right?
totally. Because I'm here talking with you, and I know that in the future you will remember this strange conversation about a brand that has a motto that nobody knows what it is, but it's going to be amazing. Which, like a creative statement, is really powerful and empowerment to the people that are there. And you will talk to someone about that, and you say, "Oh, that guy was crazy."
So it's the emotion.
It's the emotion. So that's why we think that we are really a different brand, because we are totally connected to for me, making like a connection with one person, it's more important than to make a connection with 1,000, because we are trying to develop this connection with the consumer and with the brand. So
you're streamlining the emotional connection
totally
to each individual.
Yes.
To make it stand out, right?
Yes, because we want to have those something that it said on marketing. You need to push up your brand lovers or to brand ambassadors, and you will make like the statement about your brand. And that's true. That is totally true. The way that brands, most of them are doing nowadays, it's not the correct, because they only put money on social media or make like a TV ad, and they are sensing and they are forgetting that people now want to be heard. Okay, and that's why I can give you an example. We had this bottle of olive oil that was the name imprinted there. It was wrong, and some lady from Spain, from Madrid, sent us an email. Oh, sorry about this, but the name was wrong, and it was a gift. And okay, we said we are sorry, and then we said, look, and she said, oh, I will send you back the bottle, and okay, and we said no, you stay with the bottle. Because most of the people that bought the olive oil said, oh, it's so beautiful that I will make it like a memoir from like with your name. So it was really special, like bonding with the product. And we said, no, use this one, the one that it's badly written, use them in your Christmas dinner party, and stay with the other. In that day, we made totally the difference. In that family, we'll remember Beneficio forever. That's the type of approach that we think it's like the future. So if someone calls me or send an email, I always pick up the phone and talk with that person. And it's really difficult to do with a huge corporation, because the CEO or one of the founders will not pick up the phone. So in that sense, I suppose that companies will be smaller, with less customers, but with more truthful and faithful customers. That's the thing that we are aiming for.
Where do you want to take Beneficio in the years ahead?
We want to take Beneficio for the world. We want to become a global company, but a global company not in the sense that a traditional global company with the office all over the world. No, we have two offices. One is at Startup Lisbon, and the other is in Óbidos, in the Parque Tecnológico of Óbidos. And we are there because we want to have that connection with nearby Lisbon, with producers in the food market and those types of products, because it's really important for us to have that connection with the Mother Earth. And we want to stay also in Lisbon, because Lisbon is nowadays thriving with life, and it's. When I look today at Lisbon, it remembers me. I was not there, but what I've read about the 15th and the 16th century. So it's a port where everyone is arriving. And one thing that now you will say, oh, those guys are crazy. There's no, as far as I know, or I'm aware, there's not a global Portuguese brand. Okay, there's not a brand. Every company, every country have a global brand. And there's no brand from Lisbon or from Portugal that is well reckoned all over the world. And we want to do that with Beneficio. We want to manage to set up a love brand that thrives globally.
That's a big project, right?
It's a project, but it's not big in sense of
demanding.
No, it's big in terms of commitment from our behalf. It's big. I can, but it's not big in terms of investment, because as I was telling you, we live in a immaterial world, so we don't need to be like totally in places with physical headquarters. So we can be dematerialized all over the world with our values, and we are looking into this like in the edge of something that is happening. For instance, when you look into things like Matrix, okay? Oh, you are connected with something and they're taking energy. No, we are living in this edge of times, and I'm really happy with that, living in those times, these current times, because when you look into Instagram, you have a feed like this, and you have a feed on that. Now, we are becoming, in the next 5 to 10 years, probably, we are the first generation that will live with a 360 degrees digital atmosphere landscape within your body. So our experience about what's being live, we living, our experience towards the world will be totally digitalized. So we will all be walking on the street.
Virtual reality.
Yes, and in that sense, it will be really easy to become global, okay? Because you are passing by here, like a Chinese is passing through Lisbon, we'll look into this billboard or something, and we'll be totally connected to buy Beneficio, a backpack he sees on the street. So it will make like a swipe, it will be the price, the brand, and you will make it like that. So in that sense, I think it's difficult, of course, it's not easy, but we have the clear vision that digitalization will be a key factor for our growth, and we are betting everything on that.
And things are changing, right? So in the old days, only the big corporation, big brands could
do that.
get into the customer.
Yeah.
Now with the web and everything, so it's become easier. And with virtual reality, it's become even easier, you think?
Yes, and virtual and also augmented reality.
Augmented reality, yeah.
So when you connect all of those factors, and we have like a product like we have, our products with high end, so I think it's really important. But also, just a little bit to the side, there's these sustainable marketplaces that are thriving all over the world. So I can say you that in November, we've made a deal with a sustainable marketplace called Stay. That is a new marketplace. It's a startup from Berlin. That marketplace is managed by an AI, so artificial intelligence. So they are using some algorithm that is sensing what type of connections and what type of tastes you have. Okay, so and they are presenting the products to the people that are browsing through that website, and we are already selling through them. We sold some backpacks to Italy for a company that is based in Berlin with a Portuguese brand that nobody knows.